Well, hey everybody, it's me, Jermaine, and I'm back. It's been a while since I did a Simple Truth update, and there's been a lot of things going on since the last time I had the opportunity to get out here before you. You know, we've had, now I may not be naming them in chronological order, but we had the situation that went down with the further development of this Jade Helm situation, the military operation. We've had the so-called indictment of the police officers that were involved in the case of the young man in Baltimore that was killed at the hands of the police officers. I think they were arrested, maybe not indicted. Then we had the weather situation of the floodings that went on in Texas, in Houston and Dallas area. I think if I'm not correct, I know someone will correct me out there in the comments. And we just have a whole lot of things going on, and it's really showing forth that the things that the word talks about, as far as that will come to pass before the coming of our Messiah, are really starting to unfold before us. And I've been talking to you the last couple of times I've been coming to you. I've been just talking to you about the wickedness that is going on. We spoke about the situation where, you know, we have these false teachers and false preachers out here that are, you know, parading themselves as reality entertainers. And then on top of that, there's a situation, I'm not going to go into detail about it, but there's a situation that's coming out, and it's gotten so to the point that even the heathens know when sometimes enough is enough, where there's this program that's attempting to come out. It's a reality program. Now, you already know about the preachers of LA, and then you have the preachers of Detroit. I talked about that. But then there's this mockery that's coming out of these prophetesses that are out here, and they're doing all of this preaching and healing, and it's just crazy. But what I want to share with you now is I want to talk to you about, again, continuing on with the wickedness that's going on out here in this world, and the acceptance of the wickedness. I did a video of just as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it again be in the days of the coming of the Son of Man. And in that last video I did, I showed you a People's Magazine cover of the former decathlete Bruce Jenner, and how he was, you know, so confused, and, you know, didn't know, always was a woman on the inside and never was able to let it out. Well, those of us that understand spiritual warfare and the spiritual realm understand that that's a spirit that he is dealing with. But now it has come full circle. There was an article done with Bruce Jenner and his flowering and coming out and finally being able to accept the woman inside of him. And now he wants to be called the she of Caitlyn Jenner.
Really? Really?
And it just amazes me how people in this society have given over so much to these wicked spirits that they're just accepting of it. Accepting to the point of applauding Bruce Jenner for doing what he, wanting to be a she, is doing. And then you have situations where people are actually speaking their mind about the situation, if they are some sort of entertainer, and then they have to backtrack for what they said. I was you know, looking on Facebook, and I just happened to go past an article where the music producer Timberland made a comment about, and this article about Bruce Jenner is in Vanity Fair, cover story and all. I think I might even include a picture here so you can see what I'm talking about. But he made a comment and did one of those meme things, or whatever you call it. I'm not sure what the terminology is, but, and then he got so much flack behind it that he began to backtrack about what he had said. Basically what he said is, if any of you are familiar with the Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall movie Coming to America, there was a scene in the barbershop where they were talking about Muhammad Ali, and they were referring to his original name of Cassius Clay, and Arsenio is decked out and looks like a older man with a beard and everything, and they're just having the typical barbershop discussion. And one of the famous scenes in that movie is when he says, you know, mama named him Clay, I'ma call him Clay. And so Timberland did you know, a take on that, you know, mama named him Bruce, I'ma call him Bruce. In other words, I'm not giving in to calling this man because he wants to be a woman, calling him Caitlyn. And he received so much flack for it that he got out and started to explain himself. Listen to me when I say this. Explain himself for speaking the truth about this vile wickedness that's going on. But it just shows you that when you are tied to this system and you are dependent upon this system for your means, for your way of life, that you're going to do whatever is necessary to be in the right with them so that your finances keep rolling in and you can keep living the way you want to live. This is far different from those who truly honor the word of the Most High, follow his laws, statutes, and commandments, and live his laws, statutes, and commandments, and believe the word bar none, without any private interpretation. It's just wicked. It is wicked as hell that this society has become so accepting of this just abominable ways of doing things. And the more we begin to see these things, if you are a true believer in the creator of the universe and you follow his law, statutes, and commandments, this is direct evidence. This is proof that his coming is very, very soon. People, you better wake up and you better smell the proverbial coffee, and you better take a look in that mirror and do whatever is necessary to separate yourself from this vile wickedness. Because if not, there's no hope for any of us out here. And when I say us, I just mean mankind, because I am working diligently, hard, every day to continue to look at that man in the mirror and continue to do whatever is necessary to make the changes to be more like the Father and less like Jermaine West. I'm thankful that I have been blessed enough to have a Jeremiah 3:15 pastor that can take those words that are in that book, no matter how much studying I do, no matter how much time I may put in. That's a good thing. But until we have a true man of Yah, man of the Creator, that can make what we are reading and studying come to life, we don't have any hope. If we don't have those two combination of things, you can do one and not have the other and still be lacking. So the simple truth of the whole matter is wake up. This vile wickedness is right in front of you, and if you can't see it, you're either blind or you're not paying, or you're just simply not accepting what you are seeing, because it is there. The writing is on the wall. This has been the simple truth. And as I always tell you, it's the simple things that are oftentimes the most profound, but yet they're the most difficult to put into practice and to actually do. I want to thank you for joining me, and I'll be sure to see you, and you again on another episode real soon.
From State Farm at 3 in the morning. Who is this?
Call me Caitlyn.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so